Hello everybody, welcome to Aaron's 31 Days of Horror. My name is Aaron, and I'm taking you through 31 days of horror. Things that I want to share with you, like top 10 lists. I'll be doing some movie reviews, fun stuff in between, showing you my life, but everything horrific. And today, a top 10 list. I went to Knott's Scary Farm for my birthday this year. I did it last year as well. And I would like to give you my top 10 mazes. Number 10, the maze that I didn't like as much or appreciate as much, all the way to number 1, the one that I did appreciate, the one that was for me. You know, what scares us is very personal to us. So I'm not going to say which is the scariest. All I can really say is what affected me the most. And it'll be spoiler free, so if you are going to Knott's Scary Farm or haven't been yet, it'll just give you kind of an insight into each maze and what it's about. And I'll just kind of say why it wasn't for me, but no spoilers, so you can go and enjoy the mazes. I want everyone to enjoy scares. I love what scares you. It's amazing what scares you. I hope you figured out why it scares you, so that way, when you're going into a maze or watching a movie, you're like, oh yeah, this will be for me. A ghost-themed thing isn't going to scare me, but it could still be fun. Here's how it's going to go. I'll be like, number 10 is this, and then I'll give myself 30 seconds. 30 seconds to tell you why I appreciated this maze. And then instead of rating something, I like to say if it was for me or not for me. And that way, if you know the things that scare me scare you, you'll like it. Let's do this thing. I'm excited. So to begin with this list, I was really conflicted about what to make number 10. I have always this debate with myself, like, something could be like really bad, but at least it made you like feel something, right? Like you have a disdain for it. But then something could just be boring. And what deserves to be higher, right? Something that actually emoted a feeling from you, or something that was just plain old just boring. But I didn't like dislike it. It just wasn't whatever. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna give number 10 the one that was memorably not for me. All right, so I'm going to give myself 30 seconds. I already have any kind of regrets about what my number 10 is, but I'm going with it, or else I could be thinking about this all day long. Number 10, Widows. This is about spiders, essentially, and there's a lot of beautiful imagery that I can remember, but I remember it's just not, like I was just bored, and I went on it last year too. I remember that. I was like, well, that one wasn't that great, but I did it again because I had the fast pass and you just get in really quickly. But it's a bunch of spider stuff. I'm not afraid of spiders. I love spiders. I love bugs. And so to me, it just wasn't for me, but it was beautiful to look at because I love spiders, but it's just memorably not scary to me. But maybe you're scared of spiders. You should find out why you're scared of spiders. What's going on with you if you don't like spiders? What happened? Because they're just bugs that are doing their job. Let's go to number 9. Number 9 is the Origins. The Curse of the Calico, I think it's called, something like that. So, yeah, this is about like a town that's cursed. They hung a witch, if I remember correctly. I'm always that person that's in a maze. It's like, what is happening? What is this about? Like, what is the storyline? And so this is just kind of the story I got. Because then there's, I think I remember a witch that comes around. I could be confusing one or two of them because they all kind of look similar at Knott's Scary Farm. A certain area does. So, but I think this is the one where the town is cursed, and it just was like, cool, okay. They're kind of trying to marry like practical effects and visual effects. I remember that. Obviously, number 10 wasn't for me. This was not for me either in scare ways, but always can respect and admire when something looks great. All these mazes look great. It's just not for me. Let's get into number 8. Number 8 is called The Chilling Chambers. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't remember much about this, but what I do remember about it is kind of like there's like homages happening, it felt like, to like other mazes. This is the one that the Curse of the Calico, and it, I think, kind of got confused to me of what is what and what they were doing. And this is my whole debate, right? Like 10, I have a visceral feeling about it. Like, I know I'm not a Black Widow's fan because it's just, I don't scare spiders. But these two, I have no real feeling about. I do know it's not for me. Number 7 is 8 Fingers 9. It's the Boogeyman, about the Boogeyman. Yeah, this is another one that I get kind of confused about. Number 7 is the Boogeyman. I remember this because of the imagery of the idea of the Boogeyman, and like I think there was like children's beds and stuff like that, and that he was getting like kind of coming to them, wherever the Boogeyman was. It just it wasn't for me because it just was great. It felt like there was like an animatronics that I could get anywhere, right? There wasn't really kind of anything put into it. It looked good. It still looked good. But 7. Don't you worry. I know you're like, do you remember these mazes, Aaron? Why even review these? Those were the three, the 9, 8, 7, that I was like, what do I do with these? 10 is Widows, and I remember that distinctly and clearly. Doing the Fast Pass is great, but it's like kind of they go back to back, and some of them get mixed and mingled. There's not a clear idea that some of these mazes are having, in my opinion, but just to be like trying for scary. But now we get into the places where I feel like these have distinct characteristics, distinct characters, distinct ideas in the maze. Number 6 is a new one. It's the zoo. I liked the zoo because it had a lot of like nice, there's like some things that had a great imagery. Like, there's a lot of beautiful things happening, disgusting, grotesque things done to like animals, but it's not, I'm not a person that wants animals harmed, but it's like where they're like, kind of like the Jurassic World thing where they're effing with their DNA, and most of the time it's humans being animals, so you're like kind of okay with it. But like they did some great new ideas. I don't know if it was necessarily scary, but it was grotesque. So if you're a grotesque girly, the zoo will be for you. Still, I don't know if this was for me. And what is for me or not for me? Not for me is just, would I go back again? Would I stab it again? I think it's very clear that 10 to 6, I'm not going to stab again, so it's not for me. Just kind of clearing that up in my head right now, too. I'm not stabbing these ones again, 10 to 6. Listen, I'll go into any maze again, pretty much. As long as there's not a long line, I'll go again. Not worth the line, too, maybe. Great way to clear it up. Would I stab it again if there was a long line? And 10 to 6, I'm not stabbing again if there's a long line. So they're not for me. Let's get into the top 5 at Not Scary Farm. Number 5, The Grimmery. The Grimmery is kind of like an homage to Friday the 13th, Jason. It's camp counselors, and it's their last year doing it. So I put it at number 5 because, no, it's not the scariest, but camp scenarios really get me, period. It's my childhood, so again, that's why I find it scary. I don't know if this is necessarily scary, but it calls to me, calls to my heart, and I'm sad that I won't be there next year. But it's also not the best one out of all of them. Even last year I was like, oh, that was fun, but like it wasn't scary. But it calls to my heart, so it's got to be number 5. And since it's last year, yes, I would probably stab it again and wait in the line for that reason alone. So it's soft for me. Softly, it's for me. Number 4 is the Mesmer. The Mesmer is a circus thing. I'll say this, it is fun because the characters, the actors in like line will talk to you and like get you ready for it and be funny. Like there's a bearded lady and things like that. And then they got like cool effects in there, like walking a tightrope, and they thought of like really nice, cool ideas of being in a circus that's gone wrong and deadly. As well as if you're afraid of clowns, like you don't worry, they got you there. But it's more like a town fair kind of circus, right? So old school. And yeah, I waited in line for that again. It was fun. It's funny and fun, not necessarily scary, but it's for me in that way because they're having a good time with their theme. It's very clear what their theme is. So yeah, I would stab it again and wait in line. Let me tell you right now, I'm not waiting for anything for 2 hours. Not one thing in my life am I waiting for 2 hours. I'll wait till that line is smaller in years to come. But, a solid 60 minutes. Yeah, sure. Why not? Number 3, I can't remember the whole name of it, but it's Mary. It's Bloody Mary. I forget what they call it. This was cool to me. I really like it. I really like the idea of Bloody Mary. I was also having fun with my friends, like seeing the mirror and like turning 3 times. And the characters were also having fun with that, of like calling on Bloody Mary, as well as like, it was just a fun, I think this is a new one too for them. But it was just they had really fun effects in it for me, and it just kept you going. I was like, can't wait to see what the next thing was, and it was memorable amongst all of the mazes to me. So I put it at number 3. It's creepy and ooh, spooky. Not necessarily scary, but I would probably wait in line again for it. So for me, number 2 is Room 13. Room 13, I think that's what it's called. Oh, this one's fun. I really like this. I liked it last year, I liked it this year, and it was fun this year because my friends really got scared around me. I'm like the one that they hide behind kind of thing. But yeah, they've got a great idea. It's a haunted hotel, great areas, great scares, the characters that were having really fun with everybody and scaring them. And so to me, it just was very clear, the storyline, and it was very clear to me what they wanted me to be scared of. And it was definitely something that I'm still thinking about today with my friends. I can remember all the fun scares they had for them and the way they got them. And it's also fun when you're the protector that they like kind of see you and they're kind of like in this agreement of like what's going to happen next. And they had a lot of great ones in there. So yeah, I would stab it again. It's for me. Yeah, I'd wait in line. Number 2, obviously, hopefully I would. Let's go number one. Let me tell you right now. If you're number one, you get more than 30 seconds for sure. But number one is like by a mile the best maze, in my opinion, at Knott's Scary Farm. I went on it twice in the same night because I was like, let's just go do that again. There's just no competing with it. It's number one. Number two doesn't even come close to it for me. Number one is Cinema Slasher. Okay, so this is a take on all slashers. You get pretty much everybody. Well, these, the big ones. We get a little Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You get a little Scream with it. You get a little I Know What You Did Last Summer. You get I can't even think. You get into like different kind of movie theaters, and then you go into the next movie, and it's a really cool concept. First of all, I love the concept of it, and then on top of it, it's scary. They obviously can't do like the real killers because of copyright things, I think, so that they're like kind of homages to these people. You know who they are. They're not calling it though. But they also have like Michael Myers like pictures and Freddy pictures and stuff. So it's just so much fun, and it is scary, I think. But again, I'm a slasher boy. Ding 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 ding. So yeah, I would watch. I'd stab it again. I love that one. Every year I remember it, and it's even got a great outside. Like, it looks like a cinema going in. So I think they even like used what they already had in a great way. So yeah, by a mile, Cinema Slasher. So much fun with my friends, and they have great scares in that one. So now I like just kind of rate Knott's Scary Farm as a whole. If it was for me, not for me, would I stab it again? I'll tell you what, Knott's Scary Farm's mazes aren't my favorite. They all kind of look the same. They all have this kind of woodsy feel, except for like Cinema Slasher. The ones that were up there, they have a little bit of a different feel, but the rest of them all kind of feel like the same exact maze. But the scare zones at Knott's Scary Farm, the walking around is awesome. I go back for that alone just because it feels, the ghost town is really cool, and everywhere you kind of go, there's something that could possibly pop up at you, and great photo ops everywhere. Getting on the rides, reminding myself each year of the rides. They used to, on the log ride, they used to have like scare actors as you would ride by, scare you. I wonder why they stopped that, but I really enjoyed that back in the day, so bring that back, Knott's Scary Farm. Now that I've seen Knott's Scary Farm twice in a row, 2 years in a row, it's like, okay, I get what you're doing. I'll probably want to go back because I love going to scary things, but as a whole, it's probably not for me because of the mazes, but for the rides and the scare zones, it is for me. So it's like a 50-50. It's a little bit of both. The world is not absolute. There are in-betweens. In fact, the world is more gray than it is black and white. So I'll go for the outside portions, but the mazes, give or take. There you go. It's spoiler free. That way you know what mazes to hit up for sure. If you don't have all the time in the world, I get the whole big pass because I want to make sure I only got one night on Scary Farm and I'm going to get everything in. But if you're not doing the fast pass, that's what I think you should hit up. I hope that helped. And if you've been in Knott's Scary Farm, let me know in the comments what you think. And what would you stab again, as I'm obviously stabbing number one again. I love what scares you. Don't boo on my scare. I won't boo on your scare. I'll appreciate what you get you scared. Appreciate what gets me scared. And we'll meet in between, right? Find out maybe there's something that does scare us both. Happy Halloween.